If you are wondering about woofing and what woofing is all about, why you should do it, what it involves, then you have come to the right place, because in today's video I'm going to teach you all of this stuff and maybe even a little bit more. So stay tuned to learn all about woofing. If you're new here, my name is drhayleystainton and I'm here to teach you all things travel and tourism. So let's start at the beginning. What is woofing? WWOOFING stands for Worldwide Opportunities on Organic Farms. It's a form of homestay tourism, whereby the tourist works on the farm in exchange for free board. Worldwide Opportunities on Organic Farms, known as WWOOFING, facilitates a deep cultural exchange between farmer and tourist in the form of a working relationship within the context of the tourism industry. The benefits of WWOOFING are reciprocal. The tourist has an authentic, cultural and meaningful experience, facilitating slow tourism or a working holiday, and the farmer is provided with free labour to undertake his or her agricultural work. WWOOFING has grown as an industry in recent years and is particularly popular in Australia, where many international tourists undertake agricultural work in order to extend the duration of their working holiday visa. Other popular WWOOFING destinations include the USA, Ireland and various places throughout Europe. And I'll talk a bit more about destinations later. WWOOFING is popular with budget and long-term travellers as it provides the tourist with travel opportunities at a reduced cost. On the whole, there doesn't appear to be a great deal of research on WWOOFING, so knowing the ins and outs of its benefits and limitations isn't as advanced as it is for many other types of tourism. However, there are several printed guides that take a more practical approach. And if you are thinking about WWOOFING, I recommend that you take a look at these because they are super helpful, and I will drop the links in the description below. Great books that you should refer to include The Practical Guide to WWOOFING, How to Woof, a brief guide to woofing all over the world, and Woofing, eh? Essentially, WWOOFING has been framed as an alternative form of tourism, providing a deep cultural exchange and the opportunity for hosts and tourists to learn from each other. It facilitates slow travel, and it's often classified as a form of volunteer tourism. Some organisations are reluctant to define WWOOFING as a type of tourism. This is due to its commercial nature and the perception that tourists may not be as dedicated and serious workers. So, in reality, the industry may actually be somewhat bigger than it is perceived to be. So let's take a little look at the history around WWOOFING. How did it come about? WWOOFING originated in the United Kingdom in 1971. Sue Coppard founded the idea of farm working in this way by promoting the concept of working weekends on farms. This was later changed to worldwide organic farming. With a love of the countryside, Sue set up agreements between farmers and people living in urban areas that allowed people to escape to the countryside on the weekends for free in exchange for their labour on the farms where they would stay. What started out as a weekend project turned into something much more over the coming years. Farmers realised the business potential that was gained through offering WWOOFING opportunities, and many more farmers started to run such projects. Nowadays, there are WWOOFING projects running in 210 countries around the world. But exactly how does WWOOFING work? Unfortunately, there is no local database for WWOOFING as such. It is difficult to accurately measure the size and scale of the industry. Instead, those who want to become woofers must register with the WWOOFING network in their country of choice. Here they will pay an application fee to gain membership to the WWOOFING network in that country. The WWOOFING network then allows the farmers to be matched with volunteers. The farmer will provide the accommodation and usually food as well, and in exchange the tourist will provide the labour. There are some autonomous WWOOF farms that have no national WWOOF network too. These farms are registered on the International WWOOF Association database as independents. The tourist will then continue to work on the farm for an agreed amount of time, providing labour as requested by the farmer. Most WWOOFING establishments will have on-site accommodation for their workers. Some farms will have many workers, and these will often have purpose-built buildings where tourists will stay. Smaller farms may simply have a spare room in their house where the tourist sleeps. Some farmers will provide food and other hospitality arrangements also. Working hours differ depending on your woofing placement. On average, most working days last 4 to 5 hours. Most farms will require their woofers to stay for a minimum of a week. Stays can range up to a few weeks or even months. The length of the stay is often related to visa requirements, such as the second-year working holiday visa in Australia. And woofing can be a really great thing, both for the tourist and for the farmer. Here's why. There are lots of advantages to woofing. The main advantages include that it is a deep cultural exchange that is facilitated. The tourist has an authentic experience. The tourist can develop new skills. There are opportunities for camaraderie and making friends. And it looks good on a tourist's CV. It can help you to secure a relevant visa, and it can help save you money as a tourist. And it facilitates a slow tourism experience. There are also, of course, obvious benefits to the farmer, whereby the farmer saves money on labour. And as I said at the beginning of this video, there are some destinations around the world that are really popular for woofing. If you take a look at the WWOOFING database, Australia has more than 2,700 hosts. New Zealand has approximately 2,400, and the United States has more than 2,000 woofing opportunities. The United Kingdom has just short of 1,000 woofing hosts. So let's take a look at some of these destinations and how woofing might work and might be appealing in those places. Woofing in Australia. WWOOF Australia was established in 1981 and is 100% Australian owned and run. WWOOF Australia promote woofing as an opportunity to leave the tourist trail behind and see the real Australia. Woofers can visit places that are off the beaten track and have a grassroots experience with the locals. Australia can be an expensive country to travel in, so woofing enables tourists to save money on travel expenses and to prolong their travels too. It is particularly popular with young tourists who are taking a gap year. There are a range of woofing opportunities in Australia, ranging from working on plant farms in the Northern Territory to helping out on vineyards in Western Australia and taking care of alpacas in New South Wales. Woofing in New Zealand. Similarly to WWOOF Australia, there are a wide range of woof opportunities in New Zealand. Most people who take part are backpackers on their travels in New Zealand. Like Australia, New Zealand can also be a very expensive country to travel in. So WWOOF provides travel opportunities for those who may otherwise be unable to afford to travel there. WWOOF opportunities in New Zealand include working with organic produce on vegetable farms in Wanaka, feeding, herding and milking cattle in Marlborough, and weeding, planting and processing almonds in Eastland. Woofing in the United States of America. The WWOOF USA Host Farm Directory lists more than 2,000 organic farms and gardens across the country. Any farm, community or garden project using organic methods that would like to participate in a cultural and educational exchange may join the programme, which is open to any tourist over age 18. WWOOF farms in the USA offer a variety of WWOOF opportunities, including growing vegetables, beekeeping, building straw bale houses, working with animals and making wine. There are farms in all 50 states, the US Virgin Islands and Puerto Rico. Woofing in Hawaii. Hawaii is a popular destination for woofing due to the area's alluring beaches and volcanic landscape. There are almost 200 listings on the WWOOF Hawaii website, which is a huge number for such a small landmass. WWOOF Hawaii is available all year round, but opportunities may vary depending on the main season for the crops that they have at the time. Winter, November to April, is most popular for those who want to get away from the cold. Summer is popular with families and school children. Woofing programs in Hawaii will typically include tasks which involve harvesting fruit, planting vegetables, perennials and trees, caring for livestock, digging irrigation, working in greenhouses, composting and light maintenance of grounds and buildings. Woofing in Spain. WWOOF Spain offers woofers the opportunity to work on one of more than 300 active organic farms who are using organic methods in search of sustainability. Woofing in Spain is popular amongst long-term travellers in Europe. Spanish woofing offers tourists the opportunity to work on farms harvesting olives, weeding and taking care of livestock, amongst other responsibilities. Woofing in France. WWOOF France boasts more than 1,800 separate woofing opportunities for tourists. Common WWOOF opportunities in France will include responsibilities such as feeding the chickens and collecting the eggs, feeding and walking dogs and caring for other animals, such as cats and donkeys, gardening work, such as planting, weeding, watering, harvesting, etc., and working in greenhouses. You may also be allocated jobs working in fruit fields or in vineyards. Woofing in Italy. WWOOF Italia is an association which was founded in 1999. Woofing is very popular in Italy, allowing tourists to experience an authentic and culturally immersive Italy. Italy is a particularly popular WWOOF destination due to its spectacular landscape and culinary delights. Woofing in Portugal. Portugal is another destination that is popular for woofing. There are a range of farms in a variety of sizes. Farms generally either focus around plants or livestock. There are also many vineyards in Portugal that woofers could be based in. Woofing in Japan. Another expensive country to travel in, Japan is a popular choice for woofers. There are woofing programs all over the country. Japan boasts a successful WWOOF industry, and this was recognised in 2018 when WWOOF Japan received an award from the Organisation for Urban-Rural Interchange Revitalisation. The competition and the award associated is called All Right Nippon. Nippon means Japan in Japanese. Through this award, the woofing industry in Japan was recognised as a new style of sustainable tourism. Woofing in India. WWOOF India was started in 2007 by Harish Chandra Tewari, a member of SEWAC, which is an Uttarakhand-based NGO promoting organic agriculture and local handicrafts. There are more than 200 farms based in 16 states across India, providing woofing opportunities on tea and coffee plantations, spice estates, fruit orchards, and vegan agricultural communities. Many of the woofers who visit India choose to do more than their 4 to 6 hours of work each day to help the local community. Volunteers will often donate items such as streetlights, pumps and benches, for example. Other woofers help with maintenance work or help to sell the host's organic products. Some woofers volunteer to teach English to local children too. So as you can see, woofing is big business, and it's a fantastic way to get to really know a destination and to prolong your travels in a cost-effective way too. If you're interested to learn more about woofing or any other types of tourism, drop me a comment below, like this video, and check these out too.